Ontario school boards are under fire for essentially going rogue, mismanaging funds, compromising student safety, and failing to protect the rights of the children they're supposed to serve. From lavish retreats to controversial field trips, and now mass student suspensions under the guise of public health, the province has started to step in. But is it enough? Last year, the Toronto District School Board, called the TDSB, organized a field trip that sparked outrage. A report found that the emotional safety of some Jewish students were compromised during the event. The board failed to follow its own policies, leaving students vulnerable and parents demanding answers. This wasn't a one-off. It's a symptom of a deeper governance issue plaguing Ontario schools and the boards that are supposed to oversee them. Meanwhile, financial scandals are rocking other boards. In London, Ontario, the Thames Valley District School Board spent nearly $40,000 on an executive retreat in Toronto last August, where they sent 18 administrators to a 3-day retreat, staying at a hotel located in the Rogers Centre, the Blue Jays stadium, while the board simultaneously faced a $7.6 million budget deficit. Another board sent trustees on a lavish trip to Italy to buy religious art for schools. And the province has had enough, taking control of the London board, launching investigations into 3 others, and demanding a 5th submit a fiscal plan. That 5th board is the Brant Haldimand Norfolk Catholic District School Board, and they've also been ordered to repay the $50,000 cost of their trip to Italy, plus the $100,000 they spent on artwork. These education boards are squandering taxpayer dollars and eroding public trust, leaving students increasingly unprepared for higher education. Despite higher spending, student performance continues to decline, hardly surprising given this mismanagement and self-serving educrats. And the most alarming thing is that Toronto Public Health has moved to suspend over 10,000 students for not complying with demands for medical data disclosure. Public health has no legal authority to directly suspend students, and when they do, the regulated checks and balances in place for long-term suspensions are completely bypassed, leaving kids vulnerable and families without recourse. This overreach sets a dangerous precedent, undermining educational rights and due process while prioritizing compliance over education. It's a stark reminder of how quickly institutional power can erode individual freedoms when left unchecked, and blind adherence to authority replaces personal autonomy. Yet school boards are rolling over, claiming their hands are tied. Instead of standing up for the dignity and educational rights of children, they're enforcing these coercive data solicitation measures, using kids as pawns in the process, and ultimately punishing innocent children for their families trying to keep their medical data private and confidential. After all, Canada's privacy watchdog is diving into a massive power school data breach that exposed 2.8 million people's personal information, including sensitive medical info. And it's just the latest in an increasingly common string of healthcare hacks like Life Labs and Ontario's botched vaccine system. Well, Ottawa's medical officer of health admits suspension threats are their go-to for forcing data compliance.
Suspension notices have proven as an effective method to promote compliance with ISPA.
Proof that centralized systems are a leaky mess, and medical data is a goldmine for hackers, raking in upwards of $1,000 a pop. These stories aren't isolated. They point to a systemic failure. School boards are entrusted to protect and educate our children, but too many are prioritizing politics, perks, and compliance over students. Emotional safety is thus entirely ignored. Taxpayer money is squandered, and now thousands of kids face suspension for exercising their right. Where's the accountability? And sure, the province is stepping in, but it's not enough. Parents, students, and taxpayers deserve better. It's time to demand transparency, fiscal responsibility, and respect for student rights. Ontario's children are not pawns to rogue boards to play with. Their education, safety, and dignity must come first, or perhaps we must stop blindly funneling taxpayer dollars to these self-serving educrats. If they can't prioritize our kids' education, their safety, and uphold their rights over their own power trips, then maybe it's time to discuss defunding these rogue bureaucracies and redirect our hard-earned money to systems that actually serve families instead of attempt to control them. For Rebel News, I'm Tamara Ugolini. If you'd like to learn more about rogue school boards, you can head over to stopclassroomgrooming.com and check out our work there. You can also chip in to support our work if you're able to. That's stopclassroomgrooming.com.